Hey guys, welcome back to Maverick Watch Reviews. I really appreciate you joining me. Today we have the Seiko Prospex 200 meter solar quartz diver, and this is model number SNE541, and this happens to be a web exclusive from Seiko. Now, as usual, we're going to open this thing up, look at all the features and functions, check out the build quality, wearability, and lume, and then I'll let you know what I think of this brand new web exclusive diver from Seiko. Also, make sure you check out my Amazon shopping channel for all of my favorite watches that I've reviewed on this channel, and be sure to visit my Teespring merch store and pick yourself up a t-shirt or a mug. Both of those links will be in the description field for you. So here you go, pretty unremarkable outer watch box. I do like the new redesign. I guess they probably redesigned these like, I don't know, 6 months ago. I was getting tired of the blue. There we go. All right. Now guys, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a little bit of a spoiler alert. I love this watch. Easily my favorite solar diver from Seiko by far. They've got quite a few models out there, but I think this one just takes the cake, man. It is such a fantastic looking, manly watch. I love this thing. Let me go ahead and show you what you get. Of course, most of you already know. And before I do that, let me show you the tags real quick. You've got your Prospex tag right here. There you go. It's got the price in the back and the model number. There you go. Let me find the ISO tag, which is right here. There you go. Pretty cool. All right. And of course, you know you get the other stuff, the other little pamphlets and booklets down here. Your warranty with your warranty card in the back, and your instruction manual for the V157 movement. There you go. All right, let's put all this stuff away. And guys, there is a lot to go over with this watch. I mean, a ton of stuff to talk about with this web exclusive diver from Seiko. And again, man, I love this watch, man. I really, really like it. All right. I'll go ahead and put up the specs on the left-hand side of the screen as usual. And then we will dive into this thing, man. All right, get that out of the way. All right, here we go. You're looking at a 46.7 millimeter stainless steel case. It's 12 millimeters thick. It's 46.1 millimeters lug to lug. It's on a 22 millimeter silicone strap. Of course, it's got a Hardlex crystal. It's water resistant to 200 meters, which is 660 feet. It's got the V157 movement with about a 10-month power reserve. You've got a screw down case back. You do have the date over there at 4 o'clock. You do not have a day function. You've got a screw down crown also over there at 4 o'clock. Of course, it's not windable, but it is hackable. You've got Lume for the lume. You've got a really nice 120 click unidirectional bezel. And of course, you've got the Japanese movement inside from Seiko. Now guys, again, tons of stuff to go over with this thing. First of all, the bezel lines up perfectly. And if you also notice, the hands hit the indexes perfectly. Let me rotate it around so you can see it hit the 2 o'clock right there. Watch this. I was floored when I saw this. Boom. I mean, it doesn't get any straighter than that. So right off the bat, I'm really happy with this watch. I think Seiko is, turning the corner on some of their production issues, which is really nice to see. I mean, I own more Seikos than any other watch in my collection. I just, I prefer their designs over, some other manufacturers. I love Citizen as well, but for some reason, Seiko's designs for me are just, they're just for me. I mean, I love them. I think there's, they happen to be the best designed watches out there, at least in, in the diver range. So, two things right off the bat I was going to look at immediately. One is the bezel being aligned. In fact, let me show you the click action here. Nice click action, not too hard, not too soft. It's just right. Let me line it up for you. And some of you might have already noticed the lume is that kind of like fake patina lume. If you notice that, it's like a really, really light brown. Now this watch is basically kind of an homage in a way to the 62 Moss, which is Seiko's first professional dive watch released back in 1965. There's actually a really great article on Fratello magazine about the 62 Moss, and I'll make sure to put that link in the description field for you. Make sure you check that article out. You'll see why this watch looks so much like that. Man, it's just, God, it's so good looking, man. So anyway, let's go ahead and talk about the rest of the dial and case and all that good stuff. I love the patina lume. It actually shines like a teal. I love the rectangular indexes. I mean, just really a manly looking watch. Again, the bezel lines up perfectly. The second hand hits all the indexes perfectly. If you look at the dial, it's actually got a sandpaper texture. And let me go ahead and put up a few pictures, a few close-ups of that dial so you can see that texture. As you can see, it's kind of got that grainy look to it. Again, it looks like, you know, black sandpaper. I just think it's fantastic looking. Man, they did a really good job on this watch. So anyway, so there are the pictures of the dial. Hopefully you got some, you know, some close-up views there. I love the bezel around the date window. I love the fact that the numeral is on a black background, makes it really easy to read. Drilled lugs. You got drilled lugs, which is always nice. If you want to slap this on a NATO strap or a leather strap, though I don't know why you'd ever put it on a leather strap. But anyway, you know, if you want a different strap, a different, you know, rubber or silicone or maybe a NATO or something like that, that'd be cool. Nice solid crown action. And let me unscrew it here. It doesn't have much movement so far as it doesn't really unwind and wind back in that far. But what it does do very well is it does it about 2 or 3 turns and it is solid. Boom. I mean, it's already totally screwed in right there. But a nice and smooth, no wobbling or anything of the crown. I think they've really fixed a lot of their production issues, man. I mean, this watch, while it is kind of light, it feels incredibly well built. There you go. Nice knurling on the crown. It's not signed, but you've got like a radial, like a sunburst kind of on the end of the crown right there. You got some, looks like some hex bolts possibly. Maybe they're Torx, I can't really tell, that help hold on the outer bezel. The outer case, I'm sorry. There you go. The bezel is pretty tall, as you can tell. Nice grip action. Let's talk about the strap here. Now, it would have been nice if they put a metal, like, you know, they have those new silicone straps that have a metal keeper. That would have been really cool with this watch if they put a metal keeper on here. But, you know, not a big deal. Strap is super comfortable. Nice silicone, very supple. Feels really good on the wrist. You got your buckle, not a signed buckle, by the way. But you do have your Tsunami logo at the end of the strap right there, as usual with most of these. Here's the underside. Here's also the case back. Let me wipe this case back off real quick. All right, there you go. There's your case back. You got your Prospex symbol. Let's go ahead and turn it around. Seiko divers 200 meters. Seiko, there's your Tsunami logo in the middle, your Prospex logo. And it looks like this was made in June of this year. If you notice, you got 9, which is the year, and then 6, which is the month. So June of 2019. There you go. So guys, I mean, again, easily my favorite solar diver from Seiko. I just love this watch. It's so good looking. And again, fixing a lot of their production issues. I mean, it feels solid. Again, even though it's kind of light, it feels really solid. I love that patina lume. It just adds a little air of, I don't know how you really explain it. You know, it makes the watch look a little bit older. And that was the purpose, again, to try to, you know, mimic that 62 Moss from 1965. You're definitely gonna have to check out that article from Fratello magazine. Make sure you do that. Now, there's another model of this. It's about $50 more. That's the SNE541. I guess that's due to the IP coating on the case, bezel, and crown. And I'll put that on the left-hand side of the screen for you so you can take a look at that. It's kind of that green. It's got that green silicone strap and all the IP coating. And not my personal favorite. All of these, you know, Prospex Street Series watches are pretty good looking. But man, this is the winner. This is the winner by a mile for me. I'd love to know y'all's thoughts and see what you think. Just a fantastic offering from Seiko. They did a really, really good job with this watch. So let's go ahead and try this thing on real quick. Oh, feels really good, man. Now, I'll go ahead and tell you up front, this watch is a little expensive for what it is. Man, look at that. Wow, fantastic. It's about $400. Well, it's not about, it's exactly $400 plus tax. So you're looking out the door from Seiko's website about $425. Let's go ahead and show you this lume here. You can already see it glowing a little bit there, but watch this, man. It's kind of like a greenish blue, like a teal or something like that, or azure, if that's the name you want to use. Look at that. Oh, you get all the reflection from the crystal there. I love those big, bold, rectangular indexes, hands. You've even got a little lollipop on the back side of the second hand. And that's a rectangle as well. Man, I didn't think, honestly, guys, I didn't think I was going to like this watch as much as I do. I really didn't. I thought I was going to, like, be okay. But this is just fantastic looking. I love it. You got a really nice defined luminous pip up here at 12. It's a little bit separate. It's kind of sunken in from the rest of the bezel. I'm trying to think of any other little features. If you look on the indexes, they don't have like a chrome bezel around them, but they do have like a silver border around them. At least the hands do, I'm sorry. The indexes themselves, it's like a really light silver. I can't really explain it, but it's not shiny or chromy at all. But there's definitely a border around them. And it looks like they're all applied too, which is even nicer. Look at that. Man, this is a good looking watch. So guys, again, tell me what you think of this thing. I mean, I love it. Go out there and get one if you want. Again, it's it's a Seiko web exclusive. Going to run you about $425 out the door. Tell me what you think. I'd love to know your thoughts. And again, this has been the Seiko Prospex 200 meter solar quartz diver. And this is model number SNE541. Again, a web exclusive from Seiko. Also, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you click that notification bell. I really appreciate it. I've gotten a ton of new subscribers lately. I'm not quite sure why. I think maybe, the holidays are coming up and people are looking for holiday gifts, for, Christmas gifts and Hanukkah gifts and all that other type of stuff. So whatever the reason is, I really appreciate it. And guys, that's been about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next review. Take care. Bye-bye.
It still hurts a little bit.